Good day. Today we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting polynomials. A polynomial is simply an expression with at least 4 terms, like the example below. Standard form of a polynomial is where the exponents are in decreasing order down to the constant term. So my example of a polynomial is x to the 4th, then 3rd, then 2nd, then 1st, and the negative 72, which has an x to the 0 power, meaning there's no x there. All right, our examples. Write each polynomial in standard form. Let's look at number 2. Looking at the exponents, I have the highest of 3, so I'm going to put that term first, 7k cubed. The next highest is 2, so I'm going to add k squared. The next highest is negative k, being exponent 1. And then the plus 64 with a k with the exponent 0. That's finished. Let's do number 4. Number 4, I have the cubed as the highest term, so I have negative n cubed. The next highest is n to the first, so plus n. And then lastly is my constant, plus 24. Go ahead and pause the video and try 1 through 6. All right, now normally I just show you the answer at the end. I do want to show you number 6 though and work it out with you, but I wanted you to try it first, just to see what you would do. So d to the cubed and c to the cubed are my 2 highest terms. It does not matter which one of these comes first as long as they're in sequential order. So they have to be one after the other. I like putting the d cubed in front just because it doesn't have a negative. The next highest terms are the squares here. So minus 7c squared, d squared, and then lastly is the plus 13. Now I'll show you the answers for 1 through 5, well 1, 3, and 5 at the end. Your degree is the highest exponent in an expression. So those are the ways you can identify them. Now let's try it. Number 7 is 6. I have a degree of 1. My number of terms, I'll put dots there to know it means words. My number of terms are 1. My degree is not 1, my degree is 0. I apologize. I have no variable. Since my degree is 0, this is a constant. Because it is 1 term, it is a monomial. A way to remember a monomial, bi, tri, and polynomial. A monomial, if you're monotheistic, you believe there is one God. For a binomial, if you ride a bicycle, you're riding on 2 wheels. Trinomial, a triangle, has 3 sides. And then everything else is a polynomial. All right, let's do number 12. For number 12, my degree, and I'm just going to put a D for degree because I'm lazy and don't want to write it out. My degree is the highest exponent of 4. My number of terms is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a quartic. Polynomial. Try 8 through 11. Now the reason why we started with putting it in standard form and finding the degree is for adding and subtracting. It makes it easier for us if we put the expressions into standard form. So for addition, the first step, because I am adding, is just to drop the parentheses. So this is 11x minus x squared plus 13, 2x squared minus 23 minus 5x. The only thing I've done is drop the parentheses. Now I'm going to put this in standard form. So my x squares first, 2x squared minus x squared. I'm going to mark those out so I don't have to use them again. Minus 5x for my linear terms plus 11x. And then my constant terms plus 13 minus 23. Now it's not required to put it in standard form, but it will help you when looking at it. So 2 minus 1 is 1x squared. So 11 minus 5 is plus 6x. And then negative 23 plus 13 is negative 10. There it is, finished. For subtraction, you need to distribute the negative first. So 4x squared plus 5x. I don't have a negative, that's staying the same. Negative 1 times 7 is negative 7x. Negative 1 times positive 3 is negative 3x squared. And then negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. You can put this in standard form and then solve it, simplify it, but you have x squared minus 2x minus 1. For these problems, it says find the sum or difference. I'm going to do 2 of these, and then I'll let you try them. I'm going to do 24, and I'm going to do 17. Now let's do 16. No, we're doing 17. I think it'll be better to let you try 16. Okay, I have 8 minus p squared plus 5p plus p squared minus 15 minus 4p. I have a plus, so I'm just taking off the parentheses. P squared minus p squared is 0p squared. I have a plus 5p, that's not going to be, no, that's negative 4p. 5 minus 4 is 1, so plus 1p. And then 8 minus 15 is negative 7. My final answer is 1p minus 7. And no, the 1 is not needed if you don't want to write it. 24. The first thing I notice, I have a negative, so I'm going to distribute it. 8x minus 3y minus 2y plus 13, because of changing the signs, minus 5x. I'm going to combine my x and y terms. 8 minus 5 is 3x. Negative 3 minus 2 for the y's is negative 5y. And then plus 13 at the end. Okay. Try numbers 13 through 23. There they are. Pause the video. All right, let's look at the last one. And then I'll show you the answers. You can go ahead and pause it if you want for 25. It has no trick. Number 26, though, is very tricky if you're not reading carefully. Number 26 says, subtract 2w squared minus 5w plus 10 from w cubed plus 6w squared minus 2. The key word here is from. If I'm subtracting the first one from the second one, I'm going to put this in the first position, w cubed plus 6w squared minus 2, and I'm going to put the first term in my second position, minus 2w squared minus 5w plus 10. Because this is subtraction, I'm going to distribute this negative to all three terms, and it's going to give me w cubed plus 6w squared minus 2 minus 2w squared plus 5w minus 10. This now will simplify into w cubed plus 4w squared plus 5w minus 12. And we are finished. So if you haven't already, try 25. Here's your answers. For numbers 7 through 12, I did not write out the type for the degree or number of terms. I will tell you though, since I didn't do them, number 8 would be a linear monomial, 9 would be a linear binomial, 10 would be a quadratic trinomial, and 11 would be a cubic binomial. Okay? Okay. Here's your answers for 13 through 23, 13 through 22, and now 23 through 26. That's all we have today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.